Hello, everybody. We're going to get started in a minute. Just start filing in. All right, welcome back, everybody. So we're going to get started. My sister Shannon's here. So
Shan.
Ricky's here. Trina, Rosalind,
Hey, Vic.
Sora Belinda. Okay, so we're just going to let people come in, but we're going to start our part because I want us to stay on time. So thank you again for joining us. This is the middle, this is like hump day for the event. And so we've been talking a lot about stuff, and you are probably trying to absorb, like take it in, absorb, and then distill it, and that takes a lot. So don't do that tonight. Tonight is just the woosah, relax, and just be. So instead of doing, tonight is about being. And my sister Cher is going to guide us through that. And we are not used to doing that all the time. We're used to just going and going. And sometimes if we sit still or if we allow ourselves rest, we think we're supposed to be doing something. You like, well, while I'm watching TV, I could be folding these socks. Like everybody does it, but we want to get used to the point of where we don't have to do anything. Miriam is here, Lolita, Loretta. Okay, so this is my sister IRL in real life, and she's a girl about town, man. She does just about everything. I mean, look at that background. I mean, that's just her house. That's just her living room. That's her real living room every day. So you could tell she got the little woo-woo, right? So she is going to talk about how she got into this, what she does, and then we're going to go through the motions. So have your mat and everything ready. My stuff is on that side of the room. So when she starts going, I am going to get off the screen, and then she's going to just take over, and then we're going to come back when we're finished. We're going to have a few more housekeeping, and then we're going to let you go, and she's going to guide you through how to handle the after party, not party, right?
Right.
The after chill, the afterglow. Okay.
Okay.
So Cher, Carter, Hippolyte, tell the ladies who you are.
Who am I? I'm a sister, a mother, a wife, a daughter. Specifically for this, I'll be your mindfulness practitioner and your yogi. But I wear a lot of hats.
She wears a lot of hats. So you're a doula, and you've been a doula for like 20 plus years. What exactly is a doula?
Oh, wow. So a doula accompanies moms during birth. I'm not a midwife, but I'm there for support. And so I'm there to support the mom. Sometimes I'm there to support the partner. I'm there for afterwards to make sure that the transition is really smooth and easy. But yeah, it's all about support. I always say I'm an empty teacup. Whatever you need, that's what I'm going to do for you.
Okay. And then in this instance, you are a yogi, and you're going to do Reiki too. So you're going to combine them. Now, a lot of people, yoga is just becoming kind of like popular in the mainstream. Sure. And people are getting more comfortable with it. I know years ago, it's probably been 15 years ago, one time I was at the church that I attended at that time, and they said, don't do yoga. Yoga is evil. I heard they said that. So I was afraid of yoga, right? Mm-hmm. And my line sister is a yogi, and I wouldn't go to her sessions because I thought that it was evil. But once I started studying it on my own, and I probably started studying it, I always do pre-hair, post-hair like 10 years ago, just at my gym, not like all fancy, but just at the gym. And then I have done it ever since. It's not that. And so
at all.
Why did you decide to get into it, yoga, and really what are the benefits, and what do you love about it?
Okay, so as a spiritual practice, I would say that the way I came into it was, so I was raised Catholic, didn't resonate. I used to go with my great grandmother to Baptist church, and I was kind of into it because the music was really funky, and
Right.
it was wonderful. And then people used to catch the Holy Ghost, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh my gosh, this is something else. And then I saw after church one day, they were faking. They were showing each other their moves when they catch the Holy Ghost. So that kind of disillusioned me a little bit. Then I was a born again Christian, speaking in tongues. But when I was a little kid, my neighbor's brother was a Buddhist, and he was the most peaceful, wonderful, joyful person I've ever known. And so when I used to go to the library, I used to take out yoga books, and there was a lot of chaos at my house. But what I used to do is read my yoga books. I clean up my room, get out my yoga book, and just practice the poses that were in the book. That was when I was small.
Okay.
And then when I got older, I'd say throughout my 20s, I did it. And then into my 30s, I went to a class and I did pigeon pose. Have you ever done pigeon pose?
I love pigeon pose. I do it all the time.
Girl, I wept. Jesus wept. I wept. And I had no idea where that came from, but I was hooked, right?
Yeah.
And then ever since then, I've just kept some type of a practice. And then most recently in April, my girlfriend and I, Linda, we went to Wanderlust in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the privilege to take a class with this woman called, her name is Octavia Rahim.
Okay.
Wow, my bang was blown back. She was just the most profound, wonderful. And it was all about chill, a sacred chill though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I've heard of restorative yoga, gentle yoga. I hadn't heard of yoga nidra yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
For me as a Black woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I show up in many ways, and but I never get told that it's okay to relax.
Right.
So here I am. I'm all into the meditation. I'm all into the restorative. I'm all into the gentle. I'm all into the sit down, relax, sister, brother, relax.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So that part, like people say, that part, we're not taught to relax, and that is okay to relax. So I wanted to ease us into the relaxation. Cher is going to show us poses and things like that. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about relaxing and becoming free, like emotionally. But this will lead us into it. So that's how I lined up. So Erica Totten tomorrow from To Live Unchained will talk about that. So Reiki. Mm-hmm. What is Reiki? Reiki, right?
Right.
Okay. What is it and what are the benefits?
So the benefits of, so Reiki is energy healing. Okay. And it's a Japanese tradition.
Okay.
And how it resonates with me is the same way when I used to go to church and people lay hands on you. Uh-huh. But Reiki is as beneficial as your mother's hug, mm-hmm. or someone holding your hand. Mm-hmm. It initiates your restorative and your relaxation. And so that gives your body a chance to heal. And so sometimes we need to be guided to do that. So we can all do Reiki on ourselves, you know, but sometimes we need that guide, right?
Yep.
And so,
mm-hmm. Well, go ahead.
And so, and so that's the way I view Reiki. I'm not Japanese. I had to go through, to get my credentials to become a Reiki master. But energy healing resonates. And unfortunately, being an African-American Black woman, you don't always get to hear your traditions. When I actually tried to find out about African energy healing, it came up Kemetic Reiki. That's impossible. You can't have Japanese, African, you know what I mean? What is our tradition? Right. And so when I knew that I wanted to be able to do Reiki and I wanted to do it in the right way, I went ahead and got my certification. But the practice that I have is really energy healing. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
And what I like about it is that it all originates from Africa, most likely. And then mm-hmm. different little pieces and different little elements come together, and then people create what they want. Sort of like you created Yoki, and then that'll go on. And then maybe 50, 70 years, they'd be like, Cher Carter Hippolyte created Yoki.
You know right. I mean? She's part of my
So
lineage, right?
yeah, so but I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's whatever that resonates with you. So there is no judgment about anything. It's just whatever feels good and peaceful and makes you just feel relaxed. So that's what we're
Absolutely.
going to do here. So Cher, kind of tell us, walk us through what it looks like and then introduce the little bug in the back.
Okay. So tonight's going to be super easy breezy. We're going to do a few gentle postures. I'd say, I think I have about 5 or 6. And then I'm going to do a guided meditation. It's called self-love meditation.
Mhm.
And then we'll do it's Reiki placement. So for instance, when you do practice Reiki, you do place your hands on certain parts of your body, and you work with your subtle body, with your energy field. And so I'll encourage you to place your hands in certain positions, and then I will just prompt you to thank your body, essentially, which will hopefully get you to relax and
Okay.
calm down. And all of our parasympathetic systems need a little nurturing right now.
Absolutely. And so the body has meridians, it has an energy field, it has an auric field, it has all these different things that are all connected that we don't even pay attention to. If you walk into a room and people have been arguing, don't you feel a little, you feel a little something? Or when you
Mhm.
hug somebody and they just feel good and you just want to hug them longer, like you can feel people's energy. We're just always not as tapped into it. So when she is saying, she's going to guide us through touching certain parts, every place, there are certain places on us that are meridian fields, right?
Sure. And then if you even consider your fascia, that's our web that connects all of it. It's like touching a spider web, right? And so when you touch a spider web, it resonates, right?
Right.
So the same thing with Reiki and the meridians and the chakras and all
And the
that.
chakras and the, okay.
Hmm.
So there's a question here. Does yoga help you lose weight?
Um, sure, if you do power yoga, but the discipline of yoga will assist you in definitely putting yourself in alignment with wanting to lose weight. You know, when you really follow the principles of yoga, it's all about self-care. And as we care for ourselves, so for instance, like lose weight in what context? Is it that you have excessive weight, or is it weight that someone else told you? So you kind of got to figure that out for yourself. But in
Right.
terms of the exercise in and of itself, absolutely, it helps you tone and everything. Excuse me, everything. So,
Awesome. So let's get started. So let's talk
so
about
go
what
ahead.
we look like and what we need to do, because I'm going to move away from the computer and just put it on speaker view so that everybody can just see you
Okay.
and Zoe.
Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my wonderful assistant, Zoe. She's going to be here on screen with you, so you can look to her for cues if you don't know the postures. If I try to do the postures with you, I'll be muffled and it might compromise my voice. So I'll move to the side, Zoe will be here, and you'll do a few postures. So if you have a yoga mat or if you have a blanket, whatever is comfortable, do that. And then we're going to end in Shavasana and corpse pose, laying down on our backs. And then from there, I'll guide you through guided meditation. And then we'll also do the Reiki hand placement, but all that happens on your back. But you are not at work and there's no rules. You can lay on your side if that's more comfortable. You can use a bolster under your knees. You can lay in fetal position. Go wherever it feels comfortable, so that you can pay attention, relax, hopefully not fall asleep. But if you doze off, try to come on back.
Right.
Right. And it should be a really, 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 really relaxing time that resonates with your spirit.
Okay. Well, we are ready. We got Stis is here. We got Cher's here. We got Shan Shan. We got Lisa. We got Amira. We got all the sisters in the house.
Hi,
We got
sisters.
Natalie and all my VSU people and my cousin Skylar. So thank you, everybody. Big sister Vicky. Wanda's here. So everybody's here. Tira's here. I got nieces and sisters and cousins and everybody and friends and family. So thank you. Well, I'm going to go over here.
Okay. And
Let's
I'm going to
get
go over
it.
here and everyone just get comfortable. I'm just going to give everyone a few minutes to get situated. So just do your thing. And then when I start speaking, we'll all just do it together. And just so everyone knows, please be comfortable with the silence. Give yourself a moment to be quiet. It's going to be wonderful. And I'm going to speak very slowly. And when I pause, it's time for you to just breathe and just be comfortable. And if you miss anything that I'm saying, don't you worry. Freestyle, don't do anything. Strike a pose. It's your practice. And just for starters, we're going to begin at the front of our mat or blanket or wherever you're at. And you're going to find a very comfortable seated position. For some of us, that's cross-legged. For some of us, that's our legs straight out in front, to the side. Whatever makes sense. You can use a block to sit on, a yoga block, or a bolster or a blanket. If it feels safe and comfortable, you can lower your gaze, soften your gaze. You can close your eyes. My goal is that with your eyes completely closed, that you know exactly what to do. But go inward. You can move your glute muscles from underneath your sits bones. So that means move your booty meat so you can connect with the earth and feel grounded. And just begin to connect with your breath. Your hands can come to rest on your thighs or your knees. And just breathe. And breathe normally, just in and out of your nose. If you want to slightly open your mouth, that's fine. Slowly begin to move your head for a nice stretch. You can let it drop forward, to the right, backwards, left, and then return to neutral or just back to your normal position. And we're just breathing. Be gentle with yourself throughout this entire practice. So sitting tall and with dignity, on your next inhale, raise your arms up overhead. Softly gaze up, palms together, and exhale your hands down, right down to your beautiful heart center. You can take this moment to set your intention for tonight's practice. You can send love out to the universe, or just reserve this moment just for yourself. And just breathe. You can lower your hands back down to your knees. And from here, we're going to do 3 rounds of a seated cat and cow. So if you're unsure what a cat-cow is, you can glance at your screen. Zoe will show you how to do it. On the exhale, curl your body, round your back, bring your belly button towards your spine. You kind of look like a scary Halloween kitty cat. And then on the inhale, shine your heart forward. Expand your chest. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. And then on the exhale, we're going back down to the cat. Inhale, shine your heart forward. One more time. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Then find your neutral spine and just breathe. On your next inhale, place your right hand behind you and your left hand on your right knee and take a twist to the right. If you sit up taller and breathe, maybe you can take that twist just a little bit deeper. And on the exhale, return to center. Now let's switch sides. Left hand slightly behind you. Right hand on your knee and twist. holding for 3 breaths. Then releasing and returning to center. Okay, we're going to move a little bit here. So find your way onto all fours, tabletop position. Your hands will be underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. And from here, you can just move your hips or sway, perhaps make circles, whatever's comfortable for your body. Just move a little bit, move your hips. And then we'll meet back here together in tabletop. So on the inhale, push back to child's pose. Send your hips back to the wall behind you. Rest your chest on your thighs. Separate your knees to make room for your belly. Lengthen your spine. And just surrender here. You can lower your forehead to your mat. And just breathe. Yogi's choice. If anyone wants to push back to a down dog, now's your time. But we'll all meet back here together in child's pose. With each inhale, fill your body with breath and energy. And each exhale, release the tension into the earth. So we're just going to breathe here for a little bit longer. Really let it go. On the inhale, move your right arm out to the side. And on the exhale, thread your arm underneath your left arm. Should get a nice stretch there. I'm going to hold here for 3 breaths. On the inhale, bring your arm back to center. And on the exhale, switch sides. And we'll hold again for 3 breaths. Bring your arms back to center. And then breathe. And we're going to prepare for Shavasana, which is corpse pose, which means you get to lay down in your beautiful nest that you created for yourself for tonight. So get comfortable. Find yourself in a nice lying position. We're going to be here for the rest of our session together, so make sure you're really comfortable. Okay, so once you're settled, close your eyes or soften your gaze and tune into your breath. Allow yourself to feel the connection between the back of your body and your mat, or your blanket, or your bed, wherever you are. Notice your breath without trying to change it. And notice if you feel tense or relaxed without trying to change that either. Lower your shoulders away from your ears. Allow your tongue to fall away from the roof of your mouth. Maybe your lips are slightly parted. You can let your feet fall apart, opposite directions. If it's more comfortable for your body, bend your knees. You can put your feet flat on the floor. You can also place a bolster or pillow under your knees. Just find your comfort zone. You can unclench your booty cheeks and allow your belly to swell with your breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, and you can let out a nice sigh if you want. Continue to take deep, full breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you breathe, become aware of the state of your body and the quality of your mind. Where is your body holding tension? Can you allow yourself to relax just even 10% more? Do you feel closed off or shut down? I invite you to expand. Where's your mind? Is it wandering or wondering? It's really supernatural for all of us to be all over the place right now. So allow yourself to be guided by your easy breath. Together, let's find home within the breath. Home is where the heart is, right? Intentionally attempt to stay present in this moment, in this practice. It's okay if you doze off. Try to just come on back. Allow yourself to be guided and supported. Place both hands over your heart and continue to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Ask yourself, how does it feel to place my hands over this tender area? This place where I experience love for self and others. Let your breath become smoother and more effortless, and begin to breathe in and out through your nose. Feel the flow of air moving into your lungs and then back out into the world. With each exhale, imagine you are releasing any negative thoughts that may be lingering in your mind, that came into this space with you. Leave them out there, leave them at the door. Just continue to focus on your breath. On each inhale, think, I am worthy. And on each exhale, I am enough. Let each inhale draw in self-love, and each exhale release what is no longer serving you. Take a few moments here to breathe and recite this mantra to yourself. I am worthy. I am enough. Just begin to notice how you feel as you say these words to yourself. Again, if your mind wanders at any point, just know it's okay. Right now in this moment, it's all okay. It's the nature of our minds to wander anyway, or wonder as it were. Simply just bring your attention back to the breath. Notice how your thoughts come and go, whether positive or negative, and simply allow them to pass on by. Maybe like clouds or something floating in the sky. Now visualize yourself standing in front of a mirror. Once you have that mirror, look into your own eyes. What do you see? Pain, love, sadness, joy, self-contentment, love. Regardless of what appears, tell yourself, I love you. You are beautiful and you're worthy of happiness. And I just want to repeat that. If you're actually doing the exercise and if you're standing in front of that mirror and you're looking into your eyes, you make sure you tell yourself, I love you. You are beautiful and you are worthy of happiness. If you do this exercise again, you might see something different the next time you look. But always remember to tell yourself that. Imagine now that you could breathe into your heart. Like if everyone could just take a breath, like inhale in, and on the exhale, fill your heart with love, like it's golden and it's oozing like lava, all out into your hands, down your sides. It's just going everywhere. Let this love just reach your heart center. Then allow it to fill the rest of your body. You might even begin to feel warm. Just let it ooze everywhere. Feel a sense of comfort and calm traveling up through your chest, into your neck and head, out onto your shoulders, your left arm, right arm, hands, then down into your ribs, your beautiful belly, your pelvis, left leg, right leg, left foot, right foot. Allow a sensation of warmth to fill you from head to toe. Breathe here and know that love is always available for you when you need it. When you're ready, you can take a few more deep, mindful breaths. Then slowly open your eyes. And this is just a moment to just reposition if you need to. Finding your cozy, comfortable spot. Take a sip of water if you need to. And from here, we're going to move into the Reiki hand placements. Just taking a few more moments to get settled. So we're going to honor the following body parts: our ears, our eyes, our throat, once again, that beautiful heart, and our belly. We will acknowledge and sing gratitude to each part. So we're going to begin by energizing our hands and warming them up. So what you'll do is bring your hands together and then slowly, with intention, rub your palms together. Just warm them up a little bit. Then we'll begin with our ears. So place each hand near your ears. And right here, you can play with your energy field. You can see if you find it pulsing or radiating. It might be just really nice warmth coming. And just kind of hold it right there. It's going to be different for everyone. So once you get comfortable, begin to send gratitude and thanks to your ears. And I'll give you a few prompts. Thank you, ears, for allowing me to hear birds, waterfalls, bees, laughter. Thank you, ears, for alerting me to danger, to hear music, instruments, direction, and helpful instruction. Thank you, ears. Once again, bring your palms back together. We're going to keep rubbing our hands, creating warmth and putting all of our intention into that. Now take the meaty parts of your palms and gently place them over your eyes. Allow your eyeballs to gently sink in. Continue to breathe in and out. Sometimes this just really helps soothe us. It's very calming. And let's begin to send love to our eyes. Thank you, eyes, for allowing me to see all the beauty in the world. Thank you, eyes, for helping me to communicate when words aren't necessary. Thank you, eyes, for allowing me to see my loved ones and assisting me in my daily walk on this planet. Thank you, eyes. Just remembering your breath and sending love to your eyes. Bringing your palms back together, rubbing hands together, creating warmth and intention. Gently place your hands on your throat. Find a position that is not constricting and comfortable. And begin sending love and gratitude to your heart. I'm sorry, to your throat. Thank you, throat. Thank you for the gift of the sound of my authentic, only me voice. Thank you, throat, for carrying my words, my love language. Thank you, throat, for the gift of expression and strength. Thank you, throat, for assisting me in providing myself daily nourishment and hydration. Thank you, throat, for carrying my songs and my screams. Thank you, throat, for the gift of communication. Thank you, throat. Remembering your breath, breathing slowly in and out of your nose. Once again, we're going to bring our palms back together, creating warmth and intention. Breathing in and out of your nose. Gently place your hands on your heart. And I always really like to pause here and just marvel. And we're doing this all together. The greatness of each of our own individual hearts, particularly in this time. Remembering your breath, let's just send love and gratitude to this magnificent organ. Thank you, heart. Thank you for allowing me to embody and feel the sensations of love, compassion, joy, empathy. Thank you for your resilience. Thank you, heart, for pumping life, sustaining blood throughout my body, throughout our bodies. Thank you, heart. Just breathing. Okay, once again, bringing your palms back together, rubbing your hands, creating warmth and intention. Breathing in and out of your nose. This time, gently place your hands on your belly. Thank you, belly. Thank you for your guidance, intuition. Thank you, belly, for processing my nourishment. Thank you, belly, for that wonderful, wonderful gift of serotonin. Thank you, belly, for being the brains behind the scenes. Thank you, belly. And we're just remembering our breath, breathing slowly in and out of your nose. Just letting this moment resonate throughout your whole body. How often do we get the opportunity to just send love to all parts? Slowly and on your time, you can lower your hands down to your sides. Just breathe. Then again, on your time, just gently bring each knee into your chest. So you're just lifting your knees up towards your chest. Wherever they land is fine. You can wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a nice hug. Maybe rock from side to side a little bit. Work out that lower back. And when you're ready, just gently allow yourself to fall to either side into a fetal position. You can use your arm as a pillow. And just continue to breathe here. Let's be comfortable in this pause, in the quiet, and just savor this really yummy moment. All right, when you're ready, you can slowly push up and find yourself in a seated position. Get comfortable again, soften your gaze or keep your eyes closed. There's no need to rush. Still connecting with your breath. On your next inhale, float your arms up over your head. Softly gaze up, bringing your palms together. And then you can float them down to your beautiful heart center. I just want to say I'm sending love and gratitude to everyone for attending my little Yoki session with me. Remember to take this light and shine it out into the world. Thank you. All right. I'm back.
sister. Thank you, ears. I keep hearing that. That was just so cute. Like,
Thank you, heart.
yeah,
Thank you,
and I
belly.
was like, where's she going with that belly? Oh yeah, okay. I can dig it. Thank you, belly.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Cher. Thank you for sending us through that. That was really peaceful. Your voice is always the best for that, for those meditations. It's just very soothing. And for all of you who are in here, I know you're just starting to come back alive, come back to life, but please put some hearts, put some thumbs up. My roommate from college said, Nat says, I wish I could record Cher's voice when she says, thank you, heart. You're getting, can you see it, Cher? It says, great job, wonderful. She felt the energy.
Thank you.
So thank you all, that was beautiful. And we need that. And we don't get that enough.
We don't.
So did you see it was like 30 minutes? See how easy and peaceful you can be in just 30 minutes when you are intentional about it, because you
Absolutely.
have to take the time for yourself as best you can.
Yeah. And sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it's in the shower, but taking that time is so important.
Yes. So Big Sister Vicky says, I'm still in the fetal position. Call me tomorrow. And Linda's asking, will it be recorded? Yes, this whole thing will be recorded I leave it up for 24 hours and then it'll be available for a small investment, the whole package. Cher said that was so needed. And Tracy is saying, thank you, Wendy and Cher. And then Tamika says, I'm going to walk around tomorrow and just say, thank you, eyes. So that's going to be our little goddess summit thing. Thank you, eyes. Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you, throat. Just because when you were saying some of those things, when you were like, thank you for direction, thank you for hearing, thank you for letting me hear and sense danger. I didn't even think of that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
and that's the thing, I know most of us intentionally do not take our bodies for granted, but sending that little bit of love,
Yeah. I'm going to keep reading these because I want you to just take these in. Tracy Wells says, yes. And Vicky says this was so beautiful. Cher has $1 million voice. Let us know when that podcast starts.
Aw, there we go, right? There's the seed.
Because all of us, her sisters, we have deep voices. Got the nice, softer voice. Sharon says, yes, agreed. We don't realize all the precious gifts we have in our body.
Yep, it's true.
Jade, our niece, says, excellent day. And Allison says, yes, her voice is very soothing. Jade says, thank you, aunties. This was excellent. Miriam, who is a singer, by the way, a beautiful singer, soprano singer, I think, from Virginia State with me. She said, thank you, throat. So she knows.
That's right.
That's her gift.
Mm-hmm.
Janine from Virginia State, Wanda's best friend, says, wonderful. This has been amazing. So thank you. And then my niece says, I need to be more intentional. We all do.
Right.
We're going to start changing every day. So you're getting, this was amazing. They said this was amazing. They needed it. Talisha, sorry, Talisha. And then Brittany is a yogi herself, and she just says thank you when she gives you the hands. And Essie Grace as well.
Well, thank you, everybody, for being here. I mean, can you imagine you have anything else you could have been doing tonight, and you showed up for yourself and for us, and I love it. I love community.
Yes, thank you. So this is a good setup. So, I mean, even before you go to bed at night, or, when you start to slide down the slippery slope of, I don't have time, you could just touch, thank you, whatever body part. Cause I do that same thing. Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, thank you blood, thank you backbone, thank you pinky toe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's a body scan, right?
yeah, I do a body scan. And I do it a lot. And because we've been kind of inside the house, I haven't been as intentional myself of getting on YouTube and doing it, because I just don't like to do it myself. I like it guided.
Sure.
So I was a little emotional down there on the mat because I hadn't been on the mat in a minute. And I was just like,
Right.
you know. So does anybody have any questions? Just put them in the chat. Any questions, and then Cher is going to tell us how to like carry this energy for the rest of the evening. Anybody, any questions? Just put them in there. And Wanda says she's emotional at when she says that she has to say, I love you. And then Amira wants to know, do you lead sessions regularly?
I haven't, but feels like I should. Definitely get started.
Yep. You better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it would be great.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. And then Linda's also talking about she's doing guided meditations. But yes, everybody's saying, yes, Cher, that should be something that you can do, that you should be doing. And Big
Thank
Sister
you.
Vicky says, yes. Yes. So
Okay.
we affirmed it.
Yep.
And that's the perfect little spot there.
Thank you, goddesses.
Back there, our niece back there, she can, it was perfect. So,
Okay.
Question, so we're going to wrap it up. Tomorrow, be prepared for Erica Totten. So I feel like this was sort of like a spiritual massage, a spiritual release. And Erica is going to talk about emotional emancipation. So we were free down there on those mats tonight. Cher told us to just relax. And they're saying, thank you, Zoe. I don't know if she's still back there. They're saying, thank you, assistant, for leading us in the poses. So be prepared for that. Bring a pen and bring some notes. Be prepared to take some notes, because she will be doing a little bit of movement too, but it's probably nothing like you've ever experienced before unless you have gone to emotional emancipation. So it's going to be awesome. And then the last thing before we close is, last night when we were doing the session with Dr. Patel, these are conversations that I have all the time. I have them with my sisters. I have them with my friends that are in my circle. And seeing some of the questions you all had and things like that reminded me that we don't have these, that everybody doesn't have these conversations, and they don't talk about these things. So it came to me in the middle of the night. So just like me braiding my hair in the mirror, and this summit came to me, it came to me in the middle of the night to do a wellness workshop. So I did one in January, and I had 11 women on, and we had a great time, and we bonded, and some of you are here. So it just came to me to do another one. So this morning I sent out the link, and already 5 people registered. So I'm only doing 10 people. Already 5, they just bid it. When you're ready, you're ready. You know what I'm saying? So they were just ready. They already bought them. I have 5 slots left. We start Mother's Day. I figured that's a good day to give me some rest in between this. And then Mother's Day, we start as a gift to ourselves. And if you are a nurturer, even if you don't have your own children, if you're a nurturer in any way, you're still mothering. So that's why I picked that day. So look at the link. If you want one of the last 5 slots, go for it so that we can start that. And so Cher, what are the tips that you have to offer to keep us in this peaceful state as we go to bed?
Hydrate.
Okay.
Definitely, if you can stay off your screens for the rest of the night, that'd be lovely.
Okay.
Go to bed. Go to bed on time.
Yeah.
Try to intentionally be quiet. Ask your family or your people around you just to give you this space. Why not, right? Let it linger just a little bit longer. Or I think I'm going to take my Epsom bath tonight, my Epsom salt bath,
Right.
But everything going with the direction of going to sleep and to relax, and to, if you want to keep hear my little voice in your head. Thank you, heart. Keep sending thanks.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we thank you again. And I think we'll end it here. That was perfect. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Zoe. And we will see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. for Emotional Emancipation with Erica Totten. Have a good night and have some rest, everybody.
Thank
Peace.
you.